Hello everyone, I'm Sancho. Starting with SORVR early last year, the mouse community has sparked a trend of holeless lightweight design. The RKK3 I have has a large battery which is currently rare. A lightweight mouse now. First, look at the mold length and width at the end of the mold. Approximately 56 centimeters tall, about 38 centimeters tall, with foot stickers weighing about 48.2 centimeters. Gram. You could say it's a type of XM with a low front and high back, but I feel it is more similar to SORVR. I used SORVR for several months before, but at the moment it's not in hand. He has a 2v2 like attack brake R6 in hand that also deals heavy pressure. Plus a high point rear setup. I'm a 18.5 gripper with a grip on the top. I hold on to a feeling. It means the palm area is especially full. It even gives a bit of a top-tier feeling. The force distribution of the large and small wings muscles is also fairly balanced, but the palm area is basically fully covered, and the base of the palm. The fit is also quite good. Of course, if you have this deeply introverted form, for this kind of pure inward dunge, one of the forces on the large fish agent will be relatively small. The main support of the hand is all in the palm of the hand. It will make a palm area hit harder. I just couldn't get used to it after a while. Of course, if you have a backward grip with your palm facing backward, the force point is basically on the finger of the ring finger and the pinky. The grip is held so that the palm is almost empty. Actually, I think it's quite comfortable, because the mouse itself is relatively light. This makes the rear nest grip very comfortable. As for those who previously caught or leaned toward power, I don't really recommend it. This kind of mouse. Personally, I feel it doesn't suit the previous grip or power setup. For hand length, I recommend using a 17 to 19 arm length. Now that's the grip experience. Let's take a look at the details of the mouse. Pure black shell coating. The upper part uses an inner skin coating. I'm a sweaty guy, and after a few days, actually the experience is pretty good. He doesn't sweat at all. This results in a sticky surface feeling. The grip was quite steady. The placement of the side buttons and the tactile feel are also quite good. If the buttons are shaking, that's T0 level. Including spatial processing, there were no micro movements encountered either. The official description of this K3 is an Omron mechanical micro switch. We'll open it up later to see exactly what it's using. The dial feel of the roller is very light, basically with no damping and very weak feeling. But he rolled up and down without any whims. The click pressure was a bit heavy. That's actually a good thing. Otherwise, if your scale sensitivity is light and the click pressure is even lighter, it's easy to accidentally click inside the button. It features 2 large foot stickers, 3 modes, and DPI switching. Now, let's take it apart and take a look at its internal structure. There are a total of 4 screws. After unscrewing the 4 screws, the lower cover can be detached. The micro switch uses an Omron white dot. The micro switch is quite crisp when pressed. The sensor uses a more standard 3950. As for battery life, it's 650 milliamp hours. I think its 40 plus grams weight can achieve a battery life of 650 milliamp hours. The battery life is also top-notch. After all, most products on the market today weigh less than 50 grams. Mice usually only have a battery life of 500 or 350 battery. So honestly, the 650 battery life is pretty top-notch, alright? The main controller is the original PL286. This is also a low-power main controller. So this K3's low-power main controller, plus a 3950 milliamp hours battery and a 650 milliamp hours battery. If you're driving 1000 kilometers, its battery life is still very, very solid. The workmanship of the previous one was still decent. It's not that it's extremely soft. The degree of deformation when pressed is decent. Disassembly mainly involves this. Currently, there are no web drivers, but there are quite a few things you can set up. Adjust the DPI return rate to 3 low levels for height adjustment. There are also 4 modes in office performance, gaming, and enthusiast modes. The gaming enthusiast mode is most likely the esports mode, since it has a glass mode inside. Then I have to do it on SP004. By the way, let's test this mouse on the glass pad. How is the stitch loss situation with the previous one? Alright, let's first wipe the glass cushion. Then you can see the current DPI is 1600 and the return rate is 8K. Let's turn on the glass mode again. Let's switch to game enthusiast mode. This time, I can draw a circle and draw a bit bigger. Check if you missed any needles. At first glance, it performs quite well with basically no breaks in between. I saw a broken spot. Sigh. If you can't find it, look here and see a small segment here. If the XY axis is broken, maybe my hand is slightly raised because you can see, after all, most places haven't been cut off. This may be caused by some minor errors. Let's take a look at how his sweet count works. Because I set it to 8K, its dense point should be very continuous. Still very continuous, pretty good. Overall, this K3 mouse is a counterproductive. Everyone is competing on lightweight while cutting batteries. So I add battery life while making it lighter. If you dislike the mouse in your hand, charge it frequently. I think this mouse is a perfect fit. I still recommend the 17 to 19.5 long internal dunk. Or a normal grip partner uses the predecessor grip. Or maybe it's not really suitable for lying down. That's all for this video. I am Sancho, committed to making every peripheral clearly explained. If this is helpful to you, please like, comment, and follow. Thank you very much and see you next time.